So, Kassidy, tell me about yourself.
My name's Kassidy and I work at the Harbor Golf Club and Resort in Elbow. I've been serving for about 6 years, but not just here. I've served in Saskatoon for a little bit and then I've served here.
Do you have any formal education or training for serving?
Just my Serve It Right, and that's about it right now.
Where do you get that course?
That's just online, as I know of.
And does it cost anything?
I believe it's $50 or $100 between the two. But most jobs like that you get that require it will pay for it.
Nice. So what are your regular duties?
Regular duties are making drinks, serving drinks, taking care of customers' needs, making sure that they're happy at all times, and making sure, yeah.
What equipment do you use for your serving?
As of right now, we're using iPads to take all of our orders and stuff. We use a system called Lightspeed, which is new this year. So we've been using that, and that's how it goes. It goes straight to the kitchen, it goes straight to the bar, and then you're ready to go.
Nice. What are some unknown duties?
Cleaning is one of them. Like the amount of cleaning that you end up doing as a server, probably like the room that we're in right now, I'd have to vacuum all the bugs up in the fall time when the maple bugs come in. You have to vacuum those. You have to clean the windows, clean the floors, clean tables, clean your cups.
What's the most rewarding aspect of your job?
Meeting new people is definitely my most favorite part. Is meeting all the new people and then making people happy with what they do. You serve birthdays and you get to see everybody smiles on their birthdays, and then also tips are mostly rewarding as well.
What are some stressors and challenges?
Probably difficult customers. You get that every now and then, especially when you work in a business that serves alcohol, because once people get to that point, sometimes they get aggressive or mean, and you just gotta know how to handle the situation.
What about salary and wages?
It depends on where you are and how long you've been at the place. Like most places you start minimum wage and then every so often you'll get raises. But as of right now, I think it's minimum wage Saskatchewan's 13, so that's what you'd probably start at and then work your way up.
And what about tips? How does that work?
With tips, I guess that depends on the place too and how some places do tip outs. Like so in the city you'd have to tip out your bartender, you'd have to tip out your kitchen. And then here we tip out our kitchen and that's it because we are our own bartenders. So you keep majority of your own tips and then that either gets added onto your check or cashed, whichever you have more of.
And how are the opportunities in the field?
Right now I feel like there's a lot. You can, once you start as it's different out here than compared to the city jobs. Like if you start in like Saskatoon or Regina, you'd start as like sometimes a busser or a hostess, and then you'd work your way into like a waitress, and then you could work your way all up to like management, which I feel like right now after COVID there's a lot of opportunities.
And what about your work-life balance?
I feel like that's also depends on where you are. Like a lot of city places that they'd schedule you till 9, but sometimes it's not really 9. It's actually once it dies down. So you can be out of there by 10. You can be out of there 8. And then as a waitress too, you get cut earlier. So if it's dead, you'll just get cut. First one in on the shift is cut earlier than the last person. And then out here, it's more of a resort, so you don't usually get your weekends off. You usually just get some days during the week that are free. So most of the summer is spent working, and then you get to enjoy your winter.
So how many hours a week would you work?
Roughly it's usually full-time 40 for myself plus overtime. So I never really had a set schedule.
Good. Thank you, Kassidy.
You're welcome.